Hello guys, welcome back to another Conan Exiles build video. I am looking forward to this one today, and I usually say that for all videos, but I pretty much look forward to all of them because we have a new outlook of build kits and things like that. So in this one, and I actually have a suggestion by this commenter that I'll put up on screen right now, to build a castle using the new Argossean build kit, at least implementing some of it within the build. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So where I am right now, which I thought was a perfect spot for this, is in the Highlands at F. Well, it's kind of like on the corner or on all four corners of 10, 11, F, and G. So up here. And I like this because it has like a land bridge here that connects up here. And this is great for really any base. So what I'm thinking of doing is we're going to be building just an Argosian castle. And I cleared out some of the trees that are here, so I also am using mods, but we're not going to be using mods for this build. It's just going to strictly stay to Argosian. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So what I want to do first is I'm going to go ahead and build with, we're just going to be using most, if not a majority of pieces with these Argosian observatory pieces. So we're going to build obviously some towers on the corners. We're going to build up, make it really tall. So I have an idea for this. So let's go ahead and I'm going to start actually with wedge foundations. And I want it to face this way. I want to make sure that it also faces in the middle here, but kind of off to the side. So something like that maybe. And then bring this along the edge here so it's kind of really close to it. And we're going to take our wedges here. We want to make this small circle here. I'm not going to make it any bigger than that. And then we're going to go across this way until maybe we'll give it an even 4 like that, and then just connect another tower in the corner here. I don't want to make it too big. It's not going to be a huge castle, but it's going to be enough to kind of fit some important things inside of it. And then the next thing we're going to bring is our regular foundations, and we're going to make this, I'd say, a little bit longer. So it's going to reach to about there. Yeah, we'll say there, and then get our wedges again. Build our towers here, and then just like the back there, we're going to do the same thing with the front. Oh, you know what? Actually, instead of 4, because I just realized something, we're going to make it 3. So just like that. So we're going to make it 3 wide. And the reason why I'm doing 3 instead is because of a giant gate door that we want to put in. So that'll work out. And you're probably thinking, well, this is so small. I mean, we're going to bring out the sides here too. So in the middle here, like so, on the sides here. And I'm honestly thinking maybe I could bring... No, I think it's fine the way it is right here. And then sort of... Oh, that's the wrong wedge. And then bring this wedge out here where it's more rounded, a more rounded end. And this is going to be more symmetrical, I think. In my opinion, I think it'd look better if it was more symmetrical like this. But you can not have it symmetrical the way I'm doing this right now, and maybe form something else if you so desire. But, you know, this is what we're going to be doing right now. I'm not going to be putting... This time, I am not going to be putting a lot of fence foundations down. It's just going to be strictly foundations here, except for the ceiling in the ceilings in the middle, because we'll have a little bit of ceilings going on here throughout this build. And the problem is that with the way that I have these mods, it's not showing up with the integrity, so I'm just gonna try my best to... I don't want that kind of... let's see. Is there any one of these that does not stick out above? Because I don't want that to happen. That is not a pillar. Nope, not that either. Are there any pillars here that don't stick out from the bottom? I don't think there is. I might have to use the... Oh, here we go. Storm glass. Storm glass to the rescue. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a bunch of these around here, just in case, because you never know. Never know how much support you actually need in the end. So it's better to be safer, be safe than sorry. There we go. And we have this kind of shape going on here. Looks pretty funny, not gonna lie. So the next thing we're gonna do is, I also should bring out this here, where it's kind of like the grand entrance. And for that, I'm going to use the Argossean wedge foundations. Yeah. These regular ones, because it's going to be on the outside, not the inside. And then bring that in like so, and then use these as sort of a... Actually, not a bridge. We're going to make more of a bridge going on here. Just a nice little bridge that's different. So let's use our vaulted ceilings, just like so, and then use regular Argossean ceilings, like so. Do something like this, I guess. And get our foundations here too. I want to put these here first. How far out can I go from there? Okay, we'll have to do... I know what we have to do. Okay. We'll go out 3 like this, and then connect it up like that. Oops. And then use the vaulted ceilings again. Yeah. That's probably how it's gonna go instead. That's okay. As long as the same result happens, or a similar result, it's okay. And then we might have to turn slightly. Yep, where we're gonna have to go, like... Where's the ceilings again? This? Yep, just like that. It's a bit awkward, not gonna lie, but it's working out. It's working out. I don't usually build things like these, but I think it'll turn out pretty nice. And then we'll probably want to turn it again. Yeah, where it faces this way, and then we have stairs going down. Yeah. That'll probably be the best thing to do. Kind of a weird topsy-turvy type of building going on, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I did that wrong. Oops. I did that wrong. I meant to put you have to put the vaulted ceilings first. Like this. Yeah, vaulted ceilings like that, and then you put the ceilings down. Or, yeah, you put the wedge ceilings down. Alright. And then we'll put the ceilings, regular ceilings like that. And then we want these to be here. There we go. That looks good. And then obviously bring back the vaulted ceilings and connect them up like this. Look at that. That's cool. I like that. And then this part here will have a staircase going down. Like that. So that way you have the entrance to the castle right there. A bit awkward as it turns the way it does, but that's okay. And then the Argossean fences, since they match more with the railing of the stairs, which this middle bit, I don't need to have railings. So we'll do something like that. Oh, that looks good. Okay. We're gonna need to put some lights along this bridge as well. But we have something like this that connects up like that. And there we go. That'll bring us to the entrance. That looks really nice, not gonna lie. That honestly looks good. You can see how the color difference, though, with the foundations and the vaulted ceilings are a little bit different, but that's okay. It adds to it, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and get our giant, yeah, our gate frame, which it has to go. And these are so tricky sometimes because they don't go where you want them to. And probably the best solution for this would be to maybe, oh goodness, build up the walls around it first and then put it down. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And we're going to use I forget, there was not a regular wall, it's just the windows. So I'm just go ahead and build this up. We will have windows in these towers, and there's some cool thing that we can do with these towers too, so that way there's not like a big old giant staircase that is in the middle of the room. Although I do have an idea for it, but we are going to, oops, sorry if you heard that. We're going to bring these walls up here, and I'm also going to put those like that too. Yeah, and just bring them up. All right, so something like that, that should allow us to put this here. The other solution I have is just getting rid of those front ceilings there because it's trying to connect to so many things all at once. Like that's a good start, but we need it just up a little bit more, just on the edge. And yeah, let me just, all right. I love when it doesn't want to cooperate with me. It's great. All right. I'm gonna keep messing with this until I actually get it. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I was finally able to put it down. I had to do so many things just to get it to work. But I finally have it in, and we're gonna put the giant door right there. Look how nice that is. That looks great. Oh, you know what? I always forget to go in first person, but I hope you guys are okay with me not going to first person. Sometimes I forget, and then sometimes I'm just going with the flow, you know? I'm sure you guys probably prefer first person because you get a better view of this, so um but I already got into the groove of things, so I'm like, oh, you know, whatever. I'll just let me just not pay attention sometimes. Sorry about that though. Um, but yeah, this looks good so far. So the next thing we need to do is put in our windows, put in our walls all around this place. So the windows we're going to be using, since we're going to be using the build kit, the Argossean build kit, which is the observatory stuff, we're going to be utilizing the windows. And I love these windows so much. Ever since I saw them, it's just given me such inspiration to build all kinds of things using these windows. And I really, really hope that more of these come out in the future. More variations of these or something equivalent to them. So we're going to make these windows pretty tall. So about 3 high. Usually I like the 2 high, but we're going to utilize the base, the middle, and the cap, and just finish off the top with just a regular wall, just like so. Just like that. Because this castle is obviously going to be pretty tall, given how the height of the gate frame is 4 walls high. All right, and we want to just enclose this entire thing with walls, which I think I did this out of order. I think I did this out of order. Oh, no, okay. No, I'm fine. Okay. So, in the middle of this, though, you probably want to add these spiral staircases, which the best thing ever is you could put these in the middle of all of the wedge foundations, which is amazing. The problem is I can't really rotate it, though, so I'm going to have to just deal with where it lands, which is fine. And I think, oh yeah, with the second layer, I might have difficulty with that. So you might want to just get rid of some of the walls in the area because it's trying to snap to a place that probably it should not. So you might just have to fidget with it a little bit before it recognizes, and even getting rid of the bottom part here for it to be like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. Oh my gosh. Or, you know, it just doesn't want to work at all. Oh, I might have to cut out a part again for this to work. So give me a second. I'll get this to work eventually. Okay, so I didn't get the stairs to work the way I wanted to because they were being finicky, and it might have something to do with the gate frame that's here. So what I decided to do was put them back here instead, which I think is more appropriate in my opinion. Having them in the back, and then the front here could probably, I don't know, something or other. Also, it's really cool in this part because there's both snow and rain that you can experience in this area. Because if you go on this side, you experience rain, but if you go further back this way, it'll start to snow. Because it's on the edge of the snow biome, so it's really cool. You get the best of both worlds. Alright, so what I'm continuing doing is building up these walls here. And just like I was doing with the towers, what I wanted to do is build these up first and then just replace them with windows, because these spiral stairs are a little bit finicky. They don't like you to put windows first or in any space whatsoever. So I'm gonna put regular walls first and then go back over and use the windows from the observatory build kit. And the way I did it is I put a window here, space, and then a window here, and then space between a wall here, and then put another window in the same pattern on both sides, and we'll do the same thing on these corners here once we get to that point. So just go ahead and build these around. And then same thing as the other side over there. We're going to make this into a giant window. And then cap off the cap with regular walls above this. Just like that. And then this back here will also have a large window that you can look through as well. Now, this entire space in here is not going to be... It is not going to be just this big old space here. There will be separate rooms in this bottom part. And we'll be splitting them up in just a moment. I am going to put just these Argossean observatory arch walls because they are really nice to just look at and a cool way to... You don't really need a door for those, or not. There isn't a door for them, but there's no need for the door for the inner part of the build unless you want to have like private bedrooms or something like that. So just go up like this, get our arch again, and just complete this. Now these rooms here, these are going to be just probably their own thing. There's no stairs that goes up to them, so it's just going to be whatever. And what I'm going to do is put, I'll put these ceilings down. And I want to put these here so that way there's a little bit more structural integrity there in case a wall does break, because there's nothing really holding them up. But we have ceilings like this, then it'll be better overall. Alright, so we have pretty much the first floor done with this, and we need to separate these into rooms, at least in some form. So we have the big gate here. I'm honestly thinking of separating these side rooms just as they present themselves. So just a line across here and just building them up like that. And then we could have sort of maybe like a hallway yeah, kind of like a hallway going this way, and yeah, with these outer walls facing these directions. Um, so from this side facing towards you, and then this side facing away from you, just like that. And then maybe we could have these giant, I love these, double height arch wall. These are cool to have. And then just kind of this middle part is just a way to see like, oh, you can go this way, you can go that way. That's a cool design, I think. And then you have a room in here where it's just kind of like a observing room where you could put maybe chairs and tables, things like that. I think that look pretty cool overall. Oops, I should face it that way. And then it looks just like this. And then these, thinking of, yeah, putting those there too, like so. And then the same thing on this side. Yeah, that looks good. And since it's only double high, it's too high, so then we're gonna have to put two of these here. But we could put braziers, hanging braziers above them, and I think it'd look really cool. I think so, at least. Ooh, actually, I have a good idea, because we could use vaulted ceilings for this. Vaulted ceilings are really cool to have. And we're gonna use the... Honestly, I'm thinking of using this kind of ceiling here. I just gotta make sure, like, where is it facing? This way, because if I go... I gotta, I gotta see from the inside, because it's kind of annoying trying to figure it out that way. So like that, and that'll give me the chance to, oh yeah, don't mind all these. Um, yeah, I could put, and this is Aquilonium, but it's still nice to have. So that way it hangs a little lower. Yeah, it hangs a little lower, closer to the floor, so that way there's at least a little bit more light. And I don't know if there is, because I'm going to check here. Is there a vaulted ceiling that could probably go lower than that? No, I think it goes about this. Actually, no, I could be lying. Oh, yeah, because this only goes like halfway down. So if I do like this, and then this one goes like that, it looks a little awkward, but I think that is better overall, only because this hangs even lower. Therefore, we can have a better, um, yeah, more light coming down to the bottom here. That I think that works out a lot better. And it'll be utilized throughout all these portions of this sectioned off hallway into the separate rooms. And it's okay if you don't get it, 100% even. You could also use different hanging braziers. You don't have to use these. I'm just using these because they kind of match the theme. And yeah, matching the theme is just what I'm all about. All right. So those have been put into place. And now what we could do is put ceilings in, more ceilings. So I'm gonna put, see, I can't really use vaulted ceilings for these parts here because there's not really one I can use for um, wedges. So that's unfortunate, unless I just go through the sides here, like this, and just go around this face here until it reaches the end at that angle, which, yeah, that might be okay. I think that'll work out. That's cool. Yeah, I'd say that that's okay. And then just go in with the rest of these regular ceilings just to match it. The good thing about these is that you don't really have to worry about where they are facing because they all are designed the same way. So there you go. Then once all these are, and I'm gonna mirror the same way with these, so just like this, and then go back around with regular ceilings, just same sort of size and shape as the other ones. And we're also going to want to put some of these around here so that way there's a way to get out. Although I just realized that the way that these stairs are shaped, we're probably, or the way that these end up, we're probably going to have to change the orientation of them. So what I'm going to do is fix that so that way they're facing the right way. So I'll be right back. I will be right back, guys. Okay, I fixed it, finally. So I sort of did something as similar as I could. So the problem is that there's not a, like, they have these that face one direction, but you can't have it face, how should I put this? Like, they don't have an opposite facing one, like a mirrored one, which is unfortunate. Um, so I just had to, use what I had, and this is the best that I got with these, and it works because it's able to go to the second floor now, thankfully. So now I can cover all these up here, and we can actually put in the windows that I was wanting to put in the first place. So I want to put a window here, and then just do that 2 times here. There, and just like that. Beautiful. So now what we're going to do, and I have kind of an idea for this, and I was thinking of utilizing the observatory skylight because I think it would be pretty cool, but since it's not even here, it's going to be a bit awkward. So maybe, I don't think it's going to be possible because it's an odd width and length. So we're probably going to be able to do that right now with that. But in a future build, I could utilize this. Maybe something in the desert, honestly. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be building this up, but I'm going to change the way that this is shaped a little bit. So this middle part here is going to have windows here, like so. And this is going to be treated as a balcony. So we're going to have these here. And then obviously, we're going to have doorways and these ones. These ones are really nice, honestly. And these are going to be built up a little bit more because they are towers after all. And this could be a little awkward, but I have to put a door there too. So it's going to be a little weird. And I want to mirror it, so it's going to look like that. And this part up here is not going to be as tall. Probably about 2 high there. I think looks good. And we're just going to bring it around like so. These, I'm also going to keep utilizing these windows as they are. Just the way they are. And how did I... Okay, yeah, that faces outside there. I'm thinking of facing it this way. It's going to look a little awkward going up because it's a little different, but that's fine. It's fine. All right. The rest of that I'm going to worry about it later. All right. So the last things is putting this up here, and I have an idea where this is also going to be just, probably consider a balcony, but not all the way through because I want this bit here to come out slightly. And then we're going to bring our walls in here like so. bring it up by 2, and utilize these observatory door frames pretty much on the second floor, and it's going to mirror the same side. So this is the castle that's mirrored, just a mirror castle. A mirrored Argossean castle. And the only real major windows that is going on here is just going to be, any windows really, where you're going to be able to get a lot of light from is just from these windows here. The smaller windows we could utilize a little bit more, but I want to just utilize those the most. And speaking of windows, we're going to use these because they are very nice to have. And I always like skipping one and then putting another window down. It's just my method that it's always been that way. I think it just works out the best in my opinion, because having window, window, window just one after the other just looks a little weird in my opinion. So it's just best to have it the way that I'm doing it right now. So then after that, we're going to do the same thing here with these windows as well in the front. I'm trying to make this more as castle-like as I can while utilizing these, but it's kind of hard because it's looking more like maybe a mansion, kinda, but it might turn out to be different. I might want to change the shape, or at least bring this in maybe by one more, possibly. Not really sure. I'll figure it out. We're just gonna keep building. That's all that matters. Just keep building. Just keep building. Just keep building, 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 until we come across a point where I'm like, yeah, this is actually turning out a lot better than I expected, or this is a complete disaster. You never know. So these rooms here, they're gonna be similar to the ones downstairs, where they're just gonna be kind of side rooms. Not really much you could do with them unless you want to use them for storage or something else. You could just do it that way. And then this will lead out into kind of a large, not large, but kind of, this bit here could be considered like a hallway. And then this middle part's going to be split. I really wish they had an inner wall for both sides, because that would be great. But I'm going to face it this direction here, because these are going to be split up into 2 different rooms, just like so. And these are actually going to have the Argossean door frames, because these are going to be like large bedrooms. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. And then we're just going to ceiling these off as well. And we're going to be going back to using the mosaic ceilings, which I like the mosaic ceilings. And we're just going to go all the way around with these, all the way around, until every last bit of this is covered. And then we're also going to be using the wedge ones as well, because we don't want snow or rain to come down from there, we don't want it to come down on the inside, because that just won't be good. Alright, so now we have something like this, which is smaller than the base, and I do have an idea to make it look a little more castle-like at the top. So, let's go ahead and just put some fences around, at least in some bits where I think ceilings or fences should belong. All along here, here, there we go. Something like that. Because this is going to have just one more set of walls here, and there's no access to this roof, but if you want to, you can decide to put an access to the roof here if you want to, but I think this will just be for looks at the top. If you were to, though, what I would probably recommend is probably putting a staircase. You know what, let's do that. Put a staircase here, and ooh, actually that's what is the yeah, can that go in the middle? No. I can go in the middle here, but that's not what I want. We don't want another spiral staircase going up like that. Oh, actually I do have an idea. So we could have this go here, here, and then put a ceiling like that. Then put another staircase, that's not a staircase, like that. And it's gonna look weird on the inside of the room, but I have an idea on how to fix that. Just adding a little bit to the, I guess, some more depth instead of making it as boxy as it is, if you will. Although this isn't completely, um, yeah, it's not completely on the corner, but it's fine regardless. What is that doing? Oh my god. So yeah, something like this. Yeah, for both sides. It looks awkward, but it's one of the solutions. There's another solution where we just keep it like that and use the inverted uh inverted sloped walls, and I'm just like, that's no, we're not gonna do that. That's gonna look silly. As if this doesn't look silly. But anyway, so we have this at the top here, which is pretty cool. And then what we can do is this will be just on the outside, I think. And I think what would be a good idea is putting a door frame there. Just so that way there is a door that leads outside and it faces the front of the first set of stairs. So that way, like, you know, cold air, quote unquote, doesn't come in and all that. So, but these pieces here are just going to go up one more. And I'll put the windows in one more time. So there, there, and then this on here on this side. Just making sure each of these sides has their windows in. There we go. And then this will be finished off with these beautiful fences, which I love these so much from Observatory. It's just so nice. And then close it off by another layer of ceilings. If you want to, you can leave it open if you desire. Totally your prerogative, but for this, I'm just going to put it here because it'll just look weird if you didn't have it there. Then you kind of have this going on, which is pretty cool to kind of just leave it there, but might want to. Oh, I didn't put fences here. There we go. Just like that. But I kind of want to build this up just at least one more level, at least a couple more. So we could have probably a large tower in the middle. I'm just trying to get the dimensions right here. There. Was that going to be a 3x4? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Yeah. And then this here, I'll just put fences here as well. Just that way you don't fall down into the bottom. Safety first, you know. And you know what? I'm going to utilize one more thing here, and that's going to be the windows. And these sides are going to have the double height door frames. And this here, I don't know what you could probably use for this. It's just something just to think about, I guess. And this is going to be a tall window, obviously. On both ends here, just like so. And then close it off with one more round of ceilings, and we're gonna use the regular Argossean ceilings. Well, once again. And then use the beautiful fences here. Just like that. Then we got something like this, which, I mean, I don't know, would you consider that a castle? Maybe. The last things I definitely want to do that we always do is definitely put in some lights. And we're going to put some standing torches down, and I'm thinking we'll just use these kinds of torches. And put these in the corners here. Along the path. Kind of like where these bend and... yeah. Put one there just for safe measure. Then obviously one's here. Just like that. Beautiful. And I think we could put some banners in too. Argossean tapestry. That's too big. Ooh. Really? That's in the way? What I could do is extend this out to here. And then can I put the flag down? I can. Yeah, like that. Oh, I like that. I like what I did there. Okay. Not to toot my own horn or anything. But we'll do the same thing to this side as well. That's gonna make sure that it's not... How close... Okay, that went up a little bit here. Just like that. Oh, that looks so good. Alright, and then we want some braziers here as well. Not the... Well, maybe the big ones for... Yeah, this big old Aquilonian brazier for the middle bit here. Maybe some statues would be nice too. Let's go ahead and decorate some statues. There's these large ones which I like using, but there's not enough room for them. There's just not enough room. And it would just look awkward if I put them at the top. So, same with this Argossean statue. We have these ones, the smaller ones, which we could put at the front as well if we want to. Yeah, one there. Again, I wish there was like a mirrored version of them. That would be nice. Would be very nice if there was a mirrored version of them. Smaller braziers are definitely good to have too, like this one here. Even though it's small, it brings out a lot of light with it, which is good. We also have these baths here, latrine, bathtub, which is cool. Some other things. Let's go back to statues, though, because we could probably just utilize some Aquilonian ones. Because Aquilonian, yeah, because these, even though these are big, these are still good to use. And we'll just put them on these sides, just like that. Beautiful. That looks good. And there is wall decor that I love putting on as well, like these insignias. And let's use the demon spider one. Those are nice. Put one there. Put ones just above the blank doorways here. Maybe not those. Maybe not there. We'll leave it at that with those. And then on the inside, I mean, we definitely need more lights, though. Lights are definitely a must. So this one could use this large Aquilonian brazier. This one here too. We're just kind of phasing through that. And even in these towers could use lights too. Just light up the whole place, you know? Just like that. So you get nice and bright rooms. And we also need nice and bright rooms in here too. So light there. and light there. And then the same goes for here. Um, oops. Why does it look like that? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted to happen. Uh-oh. That's funny. I don't know why that happened there. Alright, I'm gonna put the doors here. And just because, since we're doing large lights, I'll just put another Aquilonian brazier right in the middle. This large one. Looks pretty epic in the middle. Then what I wanted to do is fix this. Oh, why did it get rid of my hammer? That's kind of in the middle. Yeah, like that. Then same thing here. There we go. And we have proper lighting everywhere. Looks really nice. And it's cool seeing just, you walk up to this here and you come across this magnificent castle. Despite it being small, it's actually, quite large still. There's plenty of space in here to utilize this. So you come in here, you have the side rooms, large windows to look out, especially back here because you get the nice view of the snow biome across and even the volcano biome. You got this side too where you can look at the same thing, get a better view from that angle. Then you can come up these stairs here. Oh no. Come up. Yeah, here we go. Come up these stairs here. Ignore that part. And then you can immediately come out here to this balcony if you want. Or you can go into these large rooms here, which are considered bedrooms. These could be like bathrooms, honestly. Where the bath, you could put the bath in there. That'd be pretty funny. And then each side has its own balcony as well, which looks really cool. And then you can head upstairs to the rooftop where you have this middle bit here with a giant brazier in the middle or whatever you want to do, and whatever you want to do with that middle part if you are building along, and just go around and look at the very top. Look down below. But I think this turned out really well, guys. I think it turned out really well. Let me know what you thought of in the comments down below, and I hope that I was able to envision what you were thinking when it came to this build. I'm also noticing behind me that there is not windows there, and that is bothering me. So there we go. Much better. Much better. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this build. I really enjoyed doing this. If you have any suggestions for any more builds, please let me know in the comments down below, and hopefully I'll be able to recreate them in the vision that you had in mind, or at least something similar to it, as close as possible. But you can leave a like down below if you did enjoy this episode, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you did enjoy the content on the channel and would like to see more. I would also like to give a shout out to my friend Barry Medley for being a member of the channel, and you can become a member too by hitting the join button down below. I've been Savvy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys! See you later.